Welcome back at halftime at the Mars Athletic Complex. The score is 14-3 Planets. At the break, Dean, you have stats which are very even except for one important category.
The important one first being the scoreboard, trailing 14-3, but first downs, Mike, 8-8. Rushing, Mars 114, Highlands 87. Passing, Highlands 27, Mars 96. Total yardage, Mike, Mars 120, Highlands 114, almost dead even there. Even third down conversions, Mike, Highlands 5 of 6 third down conversions, Mars 1 of 3. Penalties, Mars 1 for 10, Highlands 3 for 22. But the big one, Mike, is turnovers. We've committed 2 turnovers tonight so far. Mars doesn't have any. Time possession, almost identical, 12:30 for Mars, 11:30 for Highlands. 2 drives for each team in the second quarter. It's rare you see that.
Amazing.
Mars made their 7, we made ours 3, and that's where it puts us at halftime, 14-3. Mars winning.
Kind of the difference. Seth Cohen, 3 for 10, 2 interceptions, only 27 yards, and that's something you don't expect, and that's the difference right now. Jermaine Jett, 9 carries for 51. Cam Taylor, 7 for 38. You like those 2 numbers. On the Mars side, Teddy Ruffner's 11 for 63. He's their leading ball carrier. He only threw it 3 times, completed 1 for 6 yards, and that was to Ruffner. The Mars touchdowns were a Ruffner 1-yard run, a Moyer 12-yard run, and then J.C. Bowser added a 25-yard field goal to make the score 14-3 at the break. Hey, another season of Rams football can only mean one thing. That's postgame at the Anchor Inn in Natrona Heights. Joe, Andy, and Dee continue that family tradition started way back in 1953, where they welcome good friends like we met last week, Dean. We told you 2 weeks ago we met Brennan Mara and his buddy Minaj Lucas. Well, last week we met Brennan's dad. We saw Brennan. He took us over to meet his dad, Brian, and his friend Jay McQuaid tell that story.
Well, Jay McQuaid is the son of the old professor, Dave McQuaid. He used to be on the Comcast broadcast with us many moons ago, and Dave is a retired Fox Chapel administrator, and we told Jay to tell him come on back. We'll have him on for an encore.
We would love to see the professor. We did some games together back in the day, and
Hotel California. Right?
No, he wasn't there with me. I did a game with him in Cannon Mac, and that game was Shady Side against Brownsville, way back, a Double-A playoff game. I picked the right horse that year. I picked Shady Side and rode them all the way to the championship. The great Art Walker was their coach. So come up and say hi at the Anchor. We'll get your name on the air if you do. Mike and I will be there. The kitchen's open till 11, so make sure to stop by. That's the Anchor Inn, Freeport Road, Natrona Heights. Welcome aboard.
All right, Mike, again, Mars gets the ball to start the second half. We got to find a way to stop them, put some points on the scoreboard ourselves, so we got something to celebrate at the Anchor Inn tonight.
Second half kickoff brought to you by Mason Elite Hoops at the Pittsburgh Mills Mall. On the web, masonelitehoops.com.
18-yard line.
And coming to the near side of the field, running up through there is Cade Hetzler. Brings it up over the 30 to the 35-yard line, and that's where the Planets will start.
Johnny Christ on the stop. So far, both kicks have been stopped by Johnny.
So you're saying there was Johnny?
Yep.
That's right.
Rams have to go to work on defense now, and again, Mars been very efficient on the ground. I've got to find a way to stop them. Got to get that defensive line involved somehow, Mike.
More stops?
Yep. Chikello down there with Danny Timmons and Lucas Lamer.
Now, I have a stat for you in a second.
Movement before.
It is, and that's green. Well, give us a chance to tell it. Highlands has now allowed 58 points in the first and second quarter this year. They've allowed 20 points in the third and fourth quarter. Let's see if that keeps up. If they shut them out here in the second half, they're going to have a chance.
Yeah, bode well.
Offside.
Unfortunately, Golden Rams jumped off sides, Mike. That is their 4th penalty. 27 yards now total in penalties, and unfortunately gives Mars a short porch here, 1st and 5.
I owe you Mars trivia. The first half kind of flew by on us.
It did. I guess they're good ones for you. Go ahead.
1988 Mars grad, played 2 years of basketball at Butler Community College and set school records in assists and free throws before moving on to finish his career at Clarion. I got more. At the 40, Ruffner busted through there up over the 40. 45-50, 45-40. Booker chases him and knocks him out of bounds at the Highlands 35-yard line. Exactly what you didn't need.
Yep. Ran through the arm tackle of Lonnie Long, Mike. Freshman against a senior, kind of like the senior there, but not that time.
And Ruffner with a big one to the Highlands. We're going to mark it at the 38, so 22-yard run.
What year are you talking about there, Mike?
I'm coming with that.
Oh. Mars, the Butler Community College, the Clarion, huh?
At the Highlands 38. Yes.
Mike is confused out there.
He set school records at BC3 in assists and free throws before moving on to Clarion. Okay. When hired in 1997, he became the youngest NCAA head coach at age 27.
Whoa.
Timeout, Highlands, Dean?
Yep.
Oh. That gives us time to work on trivia.
Yeah, Mike, and looks like they had some problems on defense over there.
And let's see what the story is there. So I thought there might have been an injured player, but that wasn't the case. So Highlands charged with a timeout. Mars will be in good shape at their 38-yard line.
All right, Mike. The only guy who never went to Clarion is John Calipari.
That is not correct. Hint time. Spent 4 seasons as an assistant for Matt Driscoll, who's now at North Florida, and was the best man in Matt's wedding.
Whoa. I know Driscoll. He plays Pitt once a year.
Is North Florida. He's been to the NCAA tournament. Ruffner gets the carry and gets a yard down to the 36. I'll give him 2.
Tackle made by Lamer.
87 yards now for Ruffner. 2nd down and 8.
Did I ever see this guy play?
In 14 seasons as head coach at La Roche, he set school records for wins and winning percentage.
Scott Lang.
Scott Lang is correct.
Unfortunately,
we lost way too soon.
Yes.
It passed away early, but a Mars grad, which I didn't know, and I went through all the... And
great guy.
I had never had the pleasure of meeting him, but everyone that did. And Harry Jenkinson took that team over. And
they played inspired.
Nice run,
year.
yeah.
That's right.
There's a toss to Ruffner. Tries to get to the near side of the field with Sportelli chasing. The Rams chase him down and bring him down.
That time.
Gillette and Cochran finish it as Sportelli strung it out.
Also, Price is out there too, Mike, and you have to have those 2 guys out there to turn it up inside so the inside scrapers can do their job. They did it there.
3rd and 8. We'll see if Mars wants to put it in the air. Logan Christ, Gabe Booker, Romello Freeman, and Johnny Christ, the backfield for Highlands. Now Lonnie Long's out of there.
I saw Scott Lang in action, Mike, negotiating across the kitchen table with Reese Mayberry and his mom. Good guy, took care of Reese for it.
Death, taxes, and a steal by Reese Mayberry.
Yeah. Oh, pressure.
Kolakowski in trouble.
Get him.
Kolakowski running to the right.
Christ
fires it downfield. It's incomplete.
Price is Sportelli along
Booker.
with Jet, Mike. Yep.
Booker had Moyer. Hey, in the game last year, Highlands sacked Noah Wright 6 times in that game. But that's the first time they've gotten any heat on Kolakowski, but it's only the 4th time he's dropped back to throw.
Jet got on him earlier, too. Remember, Mike?
Mm-hmm.
Pressure. That's where they got the holding call, if you remember, and then they converted that first down.
4th and 8. We'll see if Scotty wants to punt this. I talked to Scott earlier this week. He's great with the one-word answers.
You saw him coming in. What did he have to say?
I didn't get a chance to talk to him. He was busy talking to one of his coaches.
I told him about the accident on the way in, Mike.
4th down. Mar's going to go for it here.
He tripped
Kolakowski back. Kolakowski fires into and out of the hands of his intended receiver.
Great defense.
Sheehy and the Rams have held and will get great field position.
Johnny Christ, Mike, stood in there, hit him right where the ball was delivered.
We may
no chance to make the catch.
See the torch being passed back there at that position. So 1st down Highlands at 10:01 left in the 3rd, and they trail it 14-3.
All right, let's see if the Ram offense is going to work. Defense did their job. Let's get the offense going at the 10-minute mark here of the 3rd quarter. Highlands trailing 14-3 on a beautiful evening in Valencia, PA. Not Mars the planet. I keep
like you say, you tell people you're going to Mars. It's the only place people don't look at you funny.
Yep.
I formation, Sportelli the tight end. And the turn in to give is to Taylor. Taylor looked like he lost his footing a little bit, but keeps pushing forward to the 38-yard line. You know why he lost his footing? Because Hunter Boyd had a hold of his ankles and dragged him down.
That's a good way to do it. Pick up of 1, maybe 2 on the play.
That's 40 yards for Taylor on the ground. And the Rams had come in not running it very well, and they ran it well night 1 at Ambridge. That's something they're going to need here as they move on in the season. It'd be an interesting game next week against Albert Gallatin, who is back thanks to Sean Leota. Firing it is dropped as Cohen got it right on the money to Booker at the 50-yard line, and he couldn't hold on to it.
Yeah, Mike, that was right there. Threw it between the arms that time of Carmody as he was coming in.
Yeah, when you want to throw right, you got big number 7 jumping up there and throwing that wingspan. You got to be at least 10 feet.
He's been effective out there. Look at him, Mike.
Big fella.
Yep. Now he's out in cover.
He's in the slot now, covering a receiver. 3rd and 8. Cohen back. Here they come. Cohen is sacked back at the 27, and a flag is down.
Yep.
2 flags are down. I think the Rams may have been guilty of habeas corpus.
Better known as protecting a quarterback.
Yeah. Well, the second half last week, Frank Whalen started sending a lot of people at Seth Cohen. In the last 4 quarters, the Rams have kicked 2 field goals. That's their only offense. Knock might not have won that game, but he might have shown everyone else how to handle it.
Oh, offsetting penalties, Mike.
We're going to get to do it again.
They got holding on us.
And they got face mask on them. On Mars.
So let's go back to third.
So the Rams will get another shot at it here. I wonder if they have screen pass. I'm sure they do. They just haven't seen them yet. This offense is in its infancy for us because it's only the 4th game.
I asked the coach about that, Mike. They said it's very hard to throw a screen pass in high school. You know the old story, trying to get 11 kids in high school to try to do something at the same time.
Boy, the Highlands we used to do it well when we had Sousa and guys like that. We had some really good ones. And Kratz would sometimes be involved.
All right, Mike, here's a spread offense. Big 3rd down here. Got to keep it moving.
3rd and 8. Cohen straight back, has time, and throws it into the ground. You look like he didn't have a good grip on it. Johnny Christ, the intended receiver.
Boy, Mike, he completed his first 3 passes, correct? Hasn't done anything since.
His first 2. Then he completed 1 more to Logan Christ for a first down late in the first quarter. And the Rams will have to punt. So Christ is back there to do it.
10 misses in a row. Uh-oh, movement before.
Cade Hetzler and Davis Bain are the deep men. And this will be a false start against the Rams.
Another 5-yard penalty. Left side move that time. Elijah Fondrick and DJ Loveland. Like little DJ Loveland, 135-pound guard now.
He does a tremendous job on special teams. Good snap to Christ. He has it, and he boots it. Line drive. Try to get it in between them, and Davis Bain takes it at the 30, and here he comes to the near side of the field. But the Rams get him off his feet, and there's DJ dropping him at the 37-yard line.
That was a great catch, Mike.
By Davis Bain. I bet he plays center field. We should ask somebody.
DJ's dad, Mike, he works for Duquesne Light. He spent the last week in Florida, in Orlando, in the 95-degree temperatures, trying to help him out. He wanted to get back for the game night. He drove 19 hours in a row. Can you believe that? I said, all you got to do is go to YouTube, type in Highlands High football, and you don't have to rush home.
That's right. You can watch the game tomorrow.
He's excited about. He did miss last week because he was down there. So.
That's a lot of work, and a lot of people have done a great job down there. And Mars now is going to line up in a power. 2 tights. Green in motion, hand it to Ruffner, and they blow up in a big hole for Ruffner. And Booker rides him down along with Noah Gillette up at the 47-yard line.
Number 26, joining Christ at 33, Noah Gillette.
2nd and 3 for the Planets.
Gain of 7, it's going to be 2nd down and 3.
He said he doesn't know how people live in Florida in that kind of heat.
Well, I heard we listen to Tony Kornheiser every day, and he said, there was a reason that people didn't live in Florida and Arizona until 50 years ago. Exactly. It's called air conditioning.
You got that right. I said, really, it's their winter now. They're inside.
This is exactly.
Right up the middle again, this time Gillette.
They do as Ruffner gets the first down as he crosses the 50 to the Highlands 49. It's a 4-yard pickup, first down. My uncle moved down there a few years ago, and he went into the Lowe's, Home Depot, whatever it was, to get tomato plants in April, like we would do here, and they laughed at him, and they said, "Sir, you must be new. Exactly. We don't plant our tomatoes down here till October."
Exactly. Yep.
1st and 10. This is Green. Off the left side, and Green with a head of steam inside the 45. And finally dragged down at the Highlands 41-yard line. Again, it was Booker.
Also Luke Corcoran, Mike, but again, they're not getting a hand on the runner till he gets through the whole 5 yards down, and that's called downhill running from there.
8 yards for Chuck Green. 2nd and 2 for the Planets. Clock winds to 7:22, third quarter. Planets lead at 14-3.
Just joining us, Highlands stopped them on the opening drive. Couldn't get anything going after that themselves, though.
The turn, we got a loose football.
It's
loose, and Sportelli's on it. Highlands has it. Tyler Sportelli has it at the 42-yard line.
Talk about a nose for the football, Mike. Tyler Sportelli coming up with a big fumble recovery. 7:05 to go, third quarter. Highlands has to put something on the board.
Well,
Mike.
There's that turnover that Highlands has been looking for. They'd like to see what happened if they get evened up at 2, and that's the one they needed to start it. So the Rams have it. They've taken it away for the first time tonight. They are now a +2 on the season in that category.
Power eye, Mike.
Jet is hit, and they got Jet back at the 41-yard line. Big 68 in there for Mars that time is Aaron Hucker.
Talking at halftime, Mike, we said, unfortunately, our formations show what we're going to do. I wish we could run out of the spread and throw out of the eye.
Well, they can run out of the spread.
2nd down and 10.
They did a lot of the damage doing that early on.
Here's a formation we haven't seen. Noah Gillette is playing a wing.
Playing a wing?
Yeah.
They're going to run a stretch to Jet, but they got him.
Oh.
Carmody, now Jet gives ground. It turns to the right. Jet 30 and gets to the 36-yard line. It's still going to be a big loss.
Seth Cohen was leading the block in that time. That's never a good thing, Mike.
No. Like when Ben does that.
And it's going to be 3rd down and 16.
And they have shut down the Highlands offense here in the second half.
6-yard line.
Loss of 6 on that play, Mike.
Again, Highlands hasn't scored a touchdown since the second quarter against Knock.
It's a little bit of a drought, that's for sure. And that quick strike offense we've been seeing, Mike, not today.
4 wides as they look to Dom Girardi to get the play.
Come on, boys. You got him. I'm the big pal.
Going back. He looks. It's caught by Christ. That's Johnny up over the 45 to the 47-yard line. He's short of the first down.
Davis Payne.
All right, Mike, maybe that gets us going. Breaks the streak of incomplete passes at 10.
4th and 5.
Going to have to punt this one away, but maybe again, at least flip the field, Mike.
And it's 4th down and a long drive for the...
Well, that's Johnny's first catch of the night. 4th and 5 at the 47, and if they have a fake, here's where you'd see it. Shenanigans time, maybe.
Back in the day, we did it a lot, remember? He's thinking about
Johnny's thinking about it now. He kicks the rugby punt.
Wow.
And booms it.
Did he have time to do that?
And Mars calls a fair catch. And, boy, Davis Payne has a good set of hands on him, doesn't he?
He sure does.
Down to the ground to pull that in at the 12-yard line.
Logan was thinking about it. He was trying to read that rusher if he was going to turn and run or not. Logan was going right behind him, but when he saw him stay at home...
It looked like there might have been an option on that one.
Yep. Well, there's an option every time.
I guess so, huh? So Mars will start deep in their own territory. They're at their 12. They lead by 11, 14-3. 41-yard punt, no return. That's the second one that Logan's killed inside the 20 so far this year.
Need to get a quick 3 and out.
There's where you need a turnover down there.
Yep.
Need a short porch. That Mars defense has been tremendous. Came into tonight only allowing 14.8 points a game, and they played South Fayette. So think about that.
Yes.
They've given up single figures in every other game. This is Moyer, and he's hitting the backfield.
Romello Freeman.
Freeman drags him down at the 10-yard line. Loss of a couple.
One thing about Romello, Mike, he's a short tackler.
No gain in play.
He gets his mitts on you, you're not going for it.
Come on, let's get out of here.
Freeman on
Get out of
the
this
defensive side. Makes a stop. 2nd down.
Clock winds to 4:40 left of the third quarter. Mars 14, Highlands 3. All the scoring in the first half.
And Mars, no rush to get the play in, Mike. Scott Heinrich's 26th season, made the playoffs 21 times, Mike.
They have made the playoffs 12 consecutive years. The last time they missed was Sam Albert's first year at Highlands. This is Ruffner, tries to sneak through there, gets up over the 10, but he's hit by Marcus Sienko and knocked off his feet.
He's stopped by number 56.
First time we called a Sienka tonight, Mike.
You talked about the defensive line needing to get involved,
Yep.
huh?
Third
put
and
him at
9. Come on, guys, let's go.
Put him at the 14.
Very young team, Mike. They only returned 3 on offense and 5 on defense from last year. But they're growing up in a hurry.
This is a big play. They get them punting from deep in their own territory with Logan Christ back to receive it. See if they run it. And now he's going to throw it. He's going to be hit. Down he goes. And the flag is down.
Oh, we got a fumble?
And Gillette's going to get hit. As the flag goes, 2 flags are down.
Timmons and Gillette down there.
Daniel Timmons.
Noah was doing what they call the root hog, trying to get that ball out.
Trying to get the ball. I think the ball was juggled a little bit by Kolakowski, but the first flag is ahead a little bit, which might be in the area of holding. This may offset. They may get to do it again, but boy, you just can't give them second chances. Let's see. Here's the call.
Again,
Holding against Mars.
knew that one.
Third down. And then you know what? It's going to be a post foul play, and that's going to be 15 yards and going to move it ahead. So
Will that give them a first down?
I think they're going to do both. It's going to be third down because it's not going to be enough. They're going to take, I think what they're going to do is take it half the distance, and then since it's a post, it might be a first down. They're going to take it from the 3 and move it out to the 18, but it's going to be short.
Oh, man, that'll be a bad beat for us, huh?
Now let's see where they put it. He's changing his mind. Holding. Declined. Dead ball, personal foul against Highlands. He says one wipes the other out. Fourth down. I'm confused.
I am too.
Dead ball foul, puts the ball at the 20-yard line.
Why would we decline a 10-yard penalty?
It's going to be.
It's fourth down.
3.
It should be.
Correction, fourth down and 3.
I'm totally confused, Dean. I cannot understand that one.
Well, maybe
that one doesn't make any sense.
declining the play, change it down.
There is no automatic first down. We do know that. Now they want to talk about it.
Who's talking about it?
The officials. Now somebody called time? Did Mars call time? Heinauer did. Scott's trying to figure out what's going on because.
No, Highlands called time out, Mike.
Did they?
They signaled Highlands.
Wow. That's kind of a waste of one, isn't it?
We only have one left now.
But the fact being that shouldn't you get to play third down again?
I have no idea.
I don't know.
Well,
they make them up new every week.
Declining that holding penalty, did that do anything? It was first accepted, then they decided to decline it.
I have no idea.
Well, let's see if Glenn Mills, let's call him up.
Let's call Glenn.
Sports,
maybe he can help us out.
1605 Freeport Road in Toronto Heights. He'd have an answer for us. He's been outfitting our local sports teams and great fans of the AK Valley for more than 5 decades. Let's see what happens on this play. We'll tell you more about B&J Sports after this big fourth down. Looks like they're going to punt it away, Mike. I still have no idea.
4th and 4. All I can figure is Highlands declined it, let them take that post-play foul, and then it wasn't enough for the first down, so that makes them punt. That's what we're going with.
Who did the math on that?
Here's the snap, and Check punts it out of there. It's a beauty, but Christ has a beat on it at the 42. Tries to find some room, and here he comes up over the 50, the 45, still on his feet to the 43-yard line, and Logan with a nice return before he's brought down by Nick Farrow.
15 on that return, puts them in Mars territory, Mike. Let's see if the Rams can go to work. Remember, when it comes to all your sporting good needs, look no further than B&J Sports. Glenn Mills and his friendly staff provide that personal touch. High school jackets, I saw them the other day, get measured up. Team uniforms, trophies, or any kind of sports equipment, you can't beat the service of B&J Sports. Let's get on the board here, guys. 4 wide again, Mike, the spread offense.
At the Mars 43, they start. And then Planets jump offside as Chase Lambert, the defensive tackle, a little bit ahead of the game there. So it'll be 1st and 5.
B&J Sports open 9 to 5 weekdays and Saturday 9 till noon. So stop in today or give Glenn a call at 724-226-2762. 5 decades says it all. B&J Sports. Glenn has probably seen that play. He can explain it to us.
1st and 5 at the Mars 38. Cohen is back.
Time this time,
Going to
Mike.
the far side of the field. Oh, he's got
Great
Signorella
catch.
over there on a rope inside the 25 to the 24-yard line. Signorella brought down by Tom Sheehy, but first down Highlands.
Sig did a great job that time, Mike. He just selling that. He never put his hands up until the ball got there. The defender never knew it was coming.
Defensive play.
First down Highlands.
First down for the Rams.
43 yards now passing for Seth Cohen.
Sig's first catch of the night. First down at the 24. Cohen fires.
Oh, he
Complete. I think Carmody got a piece of it, knocked it off kilter,
Yep.
and then when Freeman got up there, he couldn't bring it down. He would have had a first down.
I think we got to start to throw the ball to the left, Mike.
Yeah, really, huh? Second and 10 at the Mars 24. See, now's where you could get a good chunk with a run. Spread them out, give it to Jet. Spread them out, give it to Jet. But they got him as he gets inside the 25 to the 23-yard line. The big fella in there was Hunter Boyd, the junior defensive end. Got two hands on him and brought him down as he got to the 22.
Jet now 11 carries, 42 yards. Big third down, Mike.
Third and 8.
Even if you get the field goal, then you're down to one score.
That is correct. And the Rams have made a couple of two-point conversions. I think they're 2 out of 3 this year. They are. As Cohen looks to the sideline. The clock winding, 2:08 to go, third quarter. Highlands down by 11.
But no idea how much time on the play clock. Again, no play clocks in the end zone.
And Cohen just going to run it.
I hope that wasn't designed, Mike.
To the 21. He gets a yard.
Unless they're trying to line things up for JC, and it doesn't look like it, Mike.
No, I think that was get as many as you can because we're going on fourth. I think that's what that was. So it's fourth down.
Can't afford to take a timeout either, Mike.
No, they only have one left, which is not good. So here's Highlands on fourth down and 8.
Biggest play of the night so far.
Cohen fires. This is Signorella. Signorella's hit.
right.
He's not going to get there.
Nope.
Whoa, he's hit hard, treated rudely at the 20-yard line. Now a late flag come in.
It looks like something came up.
I don't know. Guess not. And the ball goes over on downs.
Defense hold. It's first and 10.
Well, the Rams had a great chance there and unable to do anything with it.
Yeah, Mike, I thought if anything they were trying to line the field goal up because, again, a field goal makes it a one-score game.
I guess felt that was out of a range. First down Planets at their 21. 1:17 left of the third. And Ruffner gets the call. And Ruffner's hit hard as he maybe gets a couple to the 23.
The original line of scrimmage. Timmons was down there.
You saw Braden last week?
Yeah, I saw Braden and Alan Kratzenberg, VMI.
VMI's not so good, are they?
No, Robert Morris may be good. They got a tough test at North Dakota State.
Oh, yeah,
this
good
week.
luck with that
Yeah,
one, huh?
That's number one team in the country. But yeah, Robert Morris prevailed 23-0.
Kolakowski back. He throws it, and it is dropped into and out of the hands of Tom Sheehy on the far side of the field.
Kratz had double-figure tackles, Mike, and he's on the field a lot. And it was fun to actually go to a game and watch one player. When we do these, we have to watch 22.
Tell me about it.
I would watch Kratz, and it looked like he was in the hole. Look where he's out of play, and next thing you know, he's dragging down a tackler. He's like in two places at one time. Yeah, it's amazing. Very appreciative. Everybody showed up. A lot of Rams for life there. The Jackson brothers, Mazer brothers.
So here's a big 3rd and 8 at 34 seconds left. And Kolakowski's back.
Trouble
He's
again.
Down he goes.
Same guy.
Back at the 13-yard line. It's Timmons
And Gillette. This time, no flag, Mike.
75 leads the charge. Daniel Timmons. So 4th down.
2 sacks in a row for Timmons and Gillette, Mike.
And then we're into the 3rd period of play.
And the quarter comes to an end. Highlands will get the ball to start the 4th. And at the end of 3, it's Highlands trailing Mars 14-3. Well, Planet Fitness at the Heights Plaza in Natrona Heights is your home of the judgment-free zone. Planet Fitness provides a unique environment where everyone, and we mean everyone's free to work out in a non-intimidating environment. Dean, the swag bag is still available. Why don't you tell the folks about that?
Everybody, all you got to do is go in and ask for Rick Albanese or anybody at the desk. They have tickets. You put your name and phone number on the ticket. We're going to draw the winner at the last game. We'll announce it on the air. And again, a swag bag full of all kind of Planet Fitness gear. No charge. Just come in and see Rick and get yourself a ticket.
Remember, open and staffed 24/7. You can work out on your schedule. Unlimited fitness and training. Small classes with certified trainers. Memberships are available for as low as $10 a month. So stop by the Planet Fitness in the Heights Plaza today for details.
Well, Mike, trivia time. We're going to have the 50th anniversary trivia. First off, Highlands again celebrating their 50th year in football. We had a discussion with someone at the Anchor Inn about that the other day, Mike, and proved to be right. It is our 50th year. We agreed on that. It's not the 50th anniversary. It's the 50th year.
That is correct.
Question is, Mike, how many Highlands players have played in the NFL?
Wow. So it's 4th down and 15. Mars will punt. The Rams need a big play on special teams. Maybe they get one blocked here. Logan gets loose and runs it back. How many Highlands players have played in the NFL? That's a good question.
Thank you.
I'm gonna have to think myself. I'm gonna have to think about that. Christopher Check is the punter. Snap it over his head. Good snap, and he boots it. It's a knuckleball. It's going to hit.
Looking kick.
It's going to take a Mars bounce. Now it comes backwards. And quickly the Planets are going to get it at the 43 in the Highlands Rams again. Great field position starting in Mars territory.
Got to get it in the end zone, guys. Come on, let's go.
11:49 remaining.
NFL players.
I'm going to say, wow, 2.
I do not have a list of names, Mike.
Okay, what's the answer?
There's never been
one
player playing.
Wow. You know, Burrell, we have one. Tom Brown.
Yeah, a nice, great college career.
It is hard to get to the NFL, people.
Oh, yeah.
First down at the 43. Jet. Stutter steps. Breaks the tackle, gets through there. Okay, stays on his feet. 30 and out of bounds at the 30-yard line.
Pick up a 14 on that play. So, Mike, the next Highlands player to get to the NFL will be the first player.
How did Mr. Kratzenberg look on Saturday?
Yeah.
I think he's got a chance to be playing in July or August next year, at the very least.
At least get to a camp, Mike. You know, he's led that Southern Conference in tackles the last 3 years.
He has been tremendous. First down at the Mars 30 now. Gillette and crabbing motion. And they give to Jet, tries to get off the left side, but old Carmody again made the play. Jet does a good job to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Stayed home.
2nd and 10.
Speaking of NFL, Mike, regular trivia question. What current NFL player committed to the University of Pittsburgh to play basketball in his sophomore season? Current NFL player at one time committed to Pitt to play basketball in his sophomore season.
Okay. That's a good question, too. 2nd and 10 for Highlands at the 30. Cohen straight back. Looks. Fires. Too tall. Intercepted again. Sheehy has the hat trick.
What's going on?
Did they say it bounced? But they blow the whistle. He must have put a knee down. But Sheehy has a hat trick. He has his 3rd interception, and Mars turns it over. I think he put a knee down. The 3rd Highlands turnover, 3 Sheehy interceptions.
Ye old hat trick, Mike, huh? But again, Rams defense might get stiffened here in the second half.
Again, they've done it all year.
Yep. A great stat you had at halftime, Mike.
Only 20 points allowed in the 3rd and 4th quarters all season. But the Highlands now has not scored a touchdown in 5 quarters.
That's a bad thing.
First down, Mars on their 23. They need to wind some time here. They need a first down. Ruffner, look at taking a ride there was Cochran.
Yeah.
I think he grabbed his face mask in the process.
Boy,
or was he held? Let's see.
Home, yeah. He stayed home on that play.
Your arms are
Holding against the planets. Better yet. I saw Luke with the hand up, but I apologize for that.
Well, he swam back to that play, Mike. He did a great job. Looked like Kratz out there for a second. Okay, so commits to play basketball at Pitt as a sophomore, ends up in the NFL.
Ball all the way back at the 13-yard line.
Back to the 13-yard line.
1st and 20. Boy, I'll need hints. That's like.
Well, he defaulted on a commitment. He never played basketball.
I figured that much.
Okay, you got that much? Okay. He committed to Jamie Dixon.
Don't they all? Moyer in motion.
Up
Ruffner
the middle
through
again.
the middle. Cochran trips him up and brings him down as he gets up to the 19-yard line.
Luke
6-yard
Cochran,
pickup.
now it was 6 tackles.
Gains us Kelly to make the start.
110 yards for Ruffner
Second down.
tonight.
Only a freshman, too, Mike.
Committed to Jamie Dixon and then bailed and ended up playing football. Did he play football in college?
Yes. He was a quarterback in college.
Quarterback in college. That means he's in the NFL playing quarterback?
No.
No, oh my goodness, he's so difficult. It's so hard. 2nd and 14.
Oh, look at this,
now
Mike, wide open.
Wide open down the sideline.
Somebody bit.
And it's going to be Hetzler. Hetzler's going to be dragged down finally at the 21-yard line.
Johnny Christ made the tackle. Unfortunately, Logan was played up on that play, Mike, and let the lonely end get behind him that time.
And that's a big one. They finally hit one.
Well, nobody within 30 yards of him. He could have signaled for a fair catch there.
So 29 and 31 is 60 yards.
21-yard line.
And they hit you with the big one when you least expect it. Hetzler's 4th catch of the year. And how about this? Hetzler came in averaging 31 yards of reception.
That
And
shows you
again,
why. Oh, there's the corner.
to the corner. Davis Bain takes it down to the 9-yard line.
He literally jumped over Johnny Christ.
Boy, that play could have just broken their back.
Yep.
They're going to get Bain 1st and goal.
Even a field goal here, Mike, will be trouble for the Golden Rams.
12-yard pickup for Bain. Almar's going to take some time here.
That's what they do best, Mike.
8:50 to go.
You never want to get down to a team like this.
This could be a
Now
clincher.
there's
Scott
gonna be a
Heinauer needs a timeout. He is signaling it hurriedly on the Mars sideline. They have a 1st and goal at the Highlands 9. We'll tell the folks about Bouchane, and I'll work on your question some more. Many companies can give you car insurance quotes, but only Nationwide can back it up with dedicated licensed pros and superior claim service. Mel and John want to help you relieve some of the stress involved with insuring your new teen driver. Maybe they can help out with Juju Smith-Schuster. I understand he's working on Al Villanueva's teaching him to drive, and he's going to get his license. This is how young Juju is.
Whoa.
Ask about the Nationwide Insurance Young Driver Discount. When you compare, no one beats Nationwide's rates for young drivers. You get to walk everywhere because he lives so close to SC and the whole thing.
Speaking of Pitt, I taught Billy Knight, the Pitt star, how to drive.
Right.
How about that?
Call your hometown Nationwide agents, John and Mel, 724-224-4300, and let them help you choose the coverage that's right for your family. They have evening and Saturday hours for your convenience. Remember, in the AK Valley, the Bouchers and Nationwide are on your side. Okay, now I got to try to figure this question out. Play quarterback in college. Could you give me his college?
I could, but I think if you really think about it, how many guys play quarterback in college
And aren't playing quarterback
are not
now?
playing quarterback
now.
for the Washington Redskins now?
Terrell Pryor.
There you go.
Thank you.
And he went to
Ohio State.
The Ohio
Ruffner spins and turns and gets into the end zone for a Mars touchdown. And that might seal it.
Yeah, Mike, that might be the nail.
That long 60-yard play to Cade Hetzler from Kolakowski is the play that made the difference.
And if you're watching this at home, go back. Look at Lucas Lamer, Mike. See him? He is enraged over there because he was basically being held by number 57 for the Mars Planets, who had to get up off of him, Anthony Greco, remove his bear hug from him in front of the referee. Unbelievable.
Christopher Check is on for the extra point. The ball is on the tee. The kick is on its way, and the kick is good. 8:39 remaining fourth quarter. Your score, Mars 21, Highlands 3. We'll take a timeout. We'll be right back. Mars leads at 24-3. They'll kick it here with 8:39 to go, and now the Rams are in desperate straits.
What started as a beautiful night is ending that way, but not on the scoreboard.
No, the weather's fine. That's about all we got at this point, huh? Mars has done what they had to do. Highlands, 3 turnovers have killed them.
Yep.
And that's really been the difference. You can't turn it over offensively and expect to be able to compete. And Highlands has not been in the end zone tonight. They weren't in the last 2 quarters last week either.
And the 2, Mike.
Booming kick. Freeman at the 1. 10.
Never see Romello bring one back.
15. Tries to get to the far side of the field, but he is brought down.
What is Romello doing back there, Mike?
Luke Miller and Jake Richardson. Well, I don't know. Maybe guys that were some of the guys. I don't know. I can't tell you. Gabe Booker usually, but Gabe's been in and out tonight. I wonder if he's suffering from something. To find that out afterwards. But Highlands has a long field. They start at their 16.
So Romello's found another job out here.
It would be nice to get a touchdown before this was over, just to get that out of the way. Next week, Highlands will play Albert Gallatin, who beat West Mifflin last week.
Number 4, West Mifflin, Mike.
And they were coming on.
Too,
Sean Liotta drives from Lower Burl to Albert Gallatin every day.
He told everybody said he was out of his mind to take the job. That's why, Sean.
First down. Signorella on a jet. He juggled the snap and held on to it, but gets a yard.
It had nothing to do with the job. You're going to drive from Lower Burl to the Maryland border, Mike. That's what that is. You realize that.
Well, they told us last year that West Virginia University was like a half an hour away from there.
Well,
Ricky, did you ever make that one? Albert Gallatin, you did that one. Yeah, okay.
They described it in the paper today as the Maryland border.
But that's far. Remember last year it was rainy and not nice.
Yeah.
Highlands won, though. Beat him pretty good.
It's going to be tougher this year.
It is. Give it a Jet. Jet off the left side. Takes a man for a ride up over the 20 to the 22. I'm waiting for the 70s to get up. That's at 74. Hunter Boyd. He's the one that had him and slowed Jermaine. Boy, it's good to see Jermaine running the ball again with a little bit of authority, and that can only be a good thing for the remainder of the season.
14 carries for 62 yards. And now, Mike, the big thing is we trying to find the balance.
3rd and 4. And Cohen's pass is incomplete. Different pages together over there. Signorella and Johnny Christ discussing it.
And the Rams looking at a 4th down.
The Rams are going to have to punt it.
And 4.
And the big thing, Mike, is that
21-3, Mars leads it.
Ambridge, we ran it. Newcastle, we passed it. Knock, we passed it. Today, we're about 50-50, huh? 19 attempts passing, and we've had at least that rushing.
Oh, we've got probably more. I'll count them up here in a second after the punt. We'll do that. Price thinking about it, and Logan boots it, and it's almost blocked, but he gets it out of there.
Look at that.
Takes a Highlands bounce. He's getting a lot of roll tonight.
Yeah.
It's really helping his average.
and how long he holds it for, too.
At the 34-yard line.
And so the
44-yard punt.
Give a shout-out to their PA guy, Mike, up there.
Kent Shoemaker.
His brother Clark, the Toronto Heights guy, and he was originally from the area. He went right down our roster, never missed a name. He goes, I know all the Toronto Heights names.
Highlands has run it 29 times.
29 and 19 passes. Mixing it up here tonight.
I heard it described what exactly is balance. Balance is being able to do which one you want when you want.
That's
really
definition.
That's really balance.
I like that.
And they did run the ball much better tonight. I think that's a positive I take out of here. This is Davis Bain off the right side. The shake and bake. Turns it back inside.
Nice
But Sportelli waited for him.
And Johnny Christ down there.
Yeah, Johnny had him down low.
And that's the key, Mike. Somebody has to get down low.
Scott Heinauer will take that. It only took it only was 2 yards, but it took time off the clock. They run a lot of sweeps the rest of the way.
That's all he's looking at now, Mike. Knocking time off.
So again, 2 straight home games. We'll be at home next week against Albert Gallatin, and then the Montour Spartans will come in the week after that.
If this wasn't a playoff game, Mike, that is. Because remember, Montour lost
Right,
to Mars,
and the game next
too.
week will be non-conference.
Right.
Ruffner. But the Rams need to win it anyway. Out to the 40. It'll be interesting to see how Dom Girardi plays that. Remember a couple years ago, Sam Albert sat everyone in a non-conference game.
Yeah,
that was on senior night. And then they were flat the next week going into knock. That didn't work out.
But Mike, if you remember, that was because of the year before.
Got a lot of guys hurt.
Jackson was
he got a concussion.
Basically, concussed badly.
And then couldn't play the following week at home.
When we played knock at home. He said that night he would not
do it,
play
right?
them, and he kept his word.
He kept his word. That Ringgold team was tough, too.
Yeah.
That's when Braden Timmons made his first start as a freshman.
And even
replacing Blake Leary.
Yeah.
Thanks, Ricky. 3rd down. Pitch it to Ruffner off the right side. Gillette chases him, and they stop him. Gillette got him from behind, and Jet was there just in case. No gain. Boy, that one pass play has been the only mark on the Highlands defense here in this second half.
Yeah, that long pass. A little trickeration there.
If the Rams are able to pull this one off, they'll be 2-2, which last year at this time they were 1-3. But they won the next 2 games.
Yes.
Each year's different. They play the same teams, flip-flop where you go, but second year of this, we'll see what happens when they count the numbers again. There's the punt by Check. Liner. Logan Christ at the 29. Tries to get around, but there were too many blue shirts. That's just good coverage by Mars.
They do a very nice job on special teams.
Christ gets 5 yards on that one. It'll be first down Highlands with 5 minutes remaining.
In conference tonight, Mike, we have Indiana at Newcastle, Montour at Ambridge, South Fayette's at Knock, and non-conference Trinity at Blackhawk. Mike, Indiana is giving up 47 points a game.
I know, that's too many.
That Indiana-Ambridge game will be a classic.
So you figure Montour's going to go to 3-1. Newcastle should beat Indiana. They'll go to 3-1. And South Fayette should beat Knox. So there you go. This is Johnny Christ on the reception. Up to the 43 and very close.
So Christ makes the catch and Greco makes the stop.
Is it a first down? It is. That's the 11th.
And that's a first down for the Rams.
65 yards now passing for Seth Cohen. 7 of 20 on the night.
1st and 10.
5 wide this time, Mike.
Cohen guns it. It is incomplete, into and out of the hands of Gabe Booker.
Problem going 5 wide, Mike, is you don't have much protection.
You do not.
Seth's been hit a few times tonight.
He has.
The offensive line has done a good job overall.
They have.
Yep.
I think they've been very good.
Chance Pittman now playing the right guard, Mike.
Check the parking lot, Dean. It looks like Dodger Stadium over there. We'll get Ricky to get a shot of that here in a second. They're leaving early. Cohen fires and bounces it to Booker.
As you always say, 1 road in.
Check it out. Do you remember when Kirk Gibson hit that home run in the World Series?
Yeah.
Oh, the taillights of everyone leaving that didn't see it.
And then he gimped around the bases, remember?
Yep. It was something else.
Tommy Lasorda, genius.
Tommy Lasorda is a heck of a manager and a great
All you got to do is ask him.
And a great self-promoter. you still have before I got to say it. 3rd and 10. Cohen back. He looks. He guns it. And it's intercepted again by Sheehy, his 4th.
Wow.
My goodness, is Joe Lafko in the building?
Yeah, Joe would be worried about his record. I'm going to tell you what, I think he set a record for Mars tonight.
4th interception for Sheehy.
Kid is quite the player, Mike.
4th Highlands turnover.
They weren't leaving before, they're leaving now.
Let make it easiest for us to get her. There's an accident on the way in, and we were sitting there, and we're thinking, are we going to have to start walking in the rest of the way? I mean, we were about a mile away. I'd have felt bad for Ricky having to carry all that stuff, though. That wouldn't have been good.
He knew too about carrying as far as he had to.
I think. First down at the Highlands 42. We got a flag down. It's to give us to Andrew Moyer, and he's brought down at the 26 as things have deteriorated. Let's see what the flag's all about. Might be holding.
Signorella makes his
Scott Heinauer incredulous on the Mars sideline with his hands outstretched.
Tom Sheen, Mike, a junior, 6'2", 170. He doesn't look that big, does he?
No, he doesn't. Let's get the call here. 10-yard holding call against the Planets. You know, we're so close tonight that with my binoculars I can read the ref's lips.
Here you go. I haven't had to pull mine out.
1st and 16. Oh, wrong 48. 1st and 20. Clock winds to less than 4 minutes to go. We're going to make it under time this week.
Debbie Miles will be happy to hear about that.
It's not our fault. The games have been long. Like we didn't get out of the Newcastle game until 11 o'clock out of the stadium.
That's amazing.
They're going to wrap around and draw to Ruffner.
Gets the call down to.
And he takes it down to the 46.
Signorella and Cochran make the stop.
6-yard pickup.
Sig playing a lot tonight, Mike. And you mentioned Gabe Booker being in and out, defensive backfield now. Cochran also playing in the defensive backfield.
Cochran's been doing well playing linebacker for us this year, and now he's playing. Looks like he's an extra.
Corner, right?
No, I think he's a linebacker, Dean. They have Gillette, Jet, and Cochran. Looks like Sportelli's out now. Sportelli's playing defensive line. He's playing down lineman. He's playing left defensive end.
There you go.
Got a man in motion. Give it to Ruffner. Busted through there. They grab him by the back of the jerseys. He gets it to the Highlands 39-yard line.
The Rough Rider takes it down.
7 yards.
37-yard line.
And he's carried it a lot, especially here in the second half.
Make it the
13 times in the second half and 24 overall.
Gillette on the stop. Yeah, got Nick Cicchello down there and Don Lyman, Sportelli, and Timmons.
And
Mazarek
is playing the right defensive end. Try to keep track of those for you. They've moved guys in and out of there, and everybody's performed relatively well, too. This is Moyer. With Cochran busted through there and kind of messed up the blocking. And he let the other guys come get him. Sportelli, Mazarek, as we mentioned.
Gabe Booker and number 48, Tyler Sportelli.
A loss of one. Maybe a gain of one. 4th and 6.
150, and it's 4th down for the Planets.
Thanks to Scott Heinauer, Ruth Matheson in the athletic office. They have the new record for efficiency. They've passed Knox, so they're the leaders in the clubhouse right now. And I believe they got back in 40 minutes with rosters and arrangements. So they're the new leaders. All you athletic departments out there, challenge is laid down. Let's see how you can do. We're going to take it all the way through basketball season. And Ruth has been up here with Scott for many years. Now, they let the play clock wind down, and now they call time at 1:26 to go.
Which begs the question, why?
Well, he may be pulling guys or just letting it run down as long as he could. He was in conversation with the official, letting the play clock go to 1 second, and then.
How about Coach Frank of the Penn State calling timeout ahead
to ice the kicker?
59-0? He said it wasn't ice the kicker. He said he had his 4-team defense in.
We needed to get our field goal block team out there.
Our second string, because the 4th team has never worked on blocking a field goal.
Wouldn't be fair to the kids.
To which I said, isn't it nice to have a 4th team, huh? The luxury of having a 4th team scholarship.
And putting the 4s out there. It's amazing. They are loaded. They're playing Iowa this week. The Hawkeyes.
Iowa does a great thing. Do you see it on TV, Mike? They built a new children's hospital, and it overlooks the Iowa Stadium.
Is that great?
The first and second quarter, everybody turns and waves to the kids, and they wave back. It choked me up the other day to see that.
It did.
It's a great thing.
Christopher Check is into punt. You're not turning into Joe on me, are you?
What can I say? Yes. Slowly but surely.
That's okay.
That's good.
That's okay. Here's the snap to Check. He gets it. Rams come after him, but he gets it out of there. He just kicks it in the end zone if it'll get there. It does. So Highlands will start at their 20. 1:19 to go, fourth quarter. Mars 21, Highlands 3.
Well,
there
Mike,
it is.
Very interesting to see Albert Gelton come in.
There's the ball.
Yeah.
Yeah, it will be.
Llewellyn is the quarterback. He's back, and he's very efficient.
Remember, they ran it a ton.
66 times for 66 yards.
They ran it a ton against Highlands last year.
They had the two plays, the jet and the up the middle.
And they ran a lot of plays, and they went so fast I couldn't keep up. Those are the two things I remember. They went no huddle, and I mean, they'll be...
And if we go no huddle, it'll be interesting, too.
Yeah, we saw that in the Newcastle game.
Okay, Mike, I've never seen this formation.
Well, we have Cohen with Jet as the sidecar and 4 wides. Trips right.
It started out as 4 to the right.
Cohen throws it. Caught by Freeman. And hook and ladder. And here comes Jet up the sideline. 50, 40, 30. Jet spins and turns. 20, 15. Clear the track. Jermaine Jet scores on a hook and lateral. The last time we saw one of those work was at Pine Richland. Breon Williams, I think, took it the rest of the way for year 1 for us.
That's right. Now, Mike, we need you to get out your scoring sheet and tell us how to do this.
14-4. Where did he catch it? He caught it at 30 for 10. And then Jet ran it 70 yards.
So 10-yard pass completion, is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
And then 70-yard run?
70-yard run by Jet. He took it at the 30 on the pitch and took it the rest of the way. 21-9 in the touchdown scheme is broken. Bowser's kick is on its way. And that kick is good.
Yeah.
1:04 to go, fourth quarter. Mars 21, Highlands 10. Timeout. We'll be right back. So the Rams have scored on a hook and lateral. I said, I know, we've seen every game since. So that would have been 2001 at Pine Richland. I can't remember who caught the pass. It might have been Valisic. Bones to Valisic, flip it to Breon Williams, rest of the way in. It might have been Luis Sanchez to him, but Breon was involved. Here's the onside kick attempt by the Rams.
Nice bounce.
It bounces, and Highlands has it.
Who's got it, Mike?
I think Romello got it.
Boy, he's having a great night.
He is. Well. So at 1:01 to go.
We ain't dead yet.
At the Mars 49.
Well. 1-on-1, you hit one here, you kick another onside-er, huh? Scott Heinrich might regret taking that timeout, Mike. Let's run it again.
It worked so well the first time. Cohen is back. Cohen's going to fire it. Oh, it's too tall for Booker and almost picked off.
Booker took a rough ride that time.
Number 9, so heading for number 9, Gabe Booker. Travis Volkowski on the coverage. And clock stops at 58 seconds.
Second and 10. Clock stopped on the incompletion. 57 seconds to go in the fourth quarter. Cohen, short drop, fires, incomplete. He tried to go to Johnny Price. Johnny was covered on the far side of the field by Cade Hetzler. Down to 54. I got Cohen throwing at 25. What do you have?
I got 26.
Yeah, we're close. Third and 10.
Pretty close.
He did throw that last one to Romello. It turned into an 80-yard touchdown. Cohen again is back. Fires to the near side of the field. Too tall, and oh my goodness, Sheehy had his hands on it again.
Yeah.
Tom Hornack, 1986, in a playoff game against New Brighton, I believe intercepted 5 passes.
Is that right?
Yeah.
I think you're right. Yeah.
It was Seth's older brother, Tom,
50 seconds.
who I had in baseball years ago.
Got a little shook up on that play, Mike. He's played his heart out tonight.
That game was played so long ago, it was on a Saturday afternoon. That 86 Burl team, undefeated, champions. Cohen, 4th down, last stand here. He goes deep down the sideline for Logan Christ. It's overthrown. The ball goes over on downs, and that's going to wrap it up. Mars will get it with 44 seconds to go, and the Planets are going to get a 21-10 win.
And Mike, this puts us behind the 8 ball now as far as the playoffs
It
go.
does. At 2-2, and they're going to fall behind Mars. Going to be 3-1. Montour looks like they're going to be 3-1.
Got to beat Montour, then you kind of hope for that 3-way tie situation.
Right.
You got to hope Newcastle
see what you can do,
beats
right?
Montour or something like that. No, Montour's got to beat Newcastle.
Kolakowski takes a knee.
Planets take a knee.
I always say I hate when we have to get help from other people.
Yeah, but, well, think about it this way. Coming into the season, did you even think we'd be in this position at this point?
Done a great job.
You
so
don't
far
know. I
for
mean,
the kids, yeah.
you just look back to the Newcastle game and just hope you could have made that 2-point conversion and things would be a lot different.
And when you said it earlier, you flipped the schedule, same team, different places.
Different venues,
A lot of
right.
people say it's tough to change around. Albert Gallatin has, by the way. Every team blew them out last year. They played tough and even won this year. So see you at Golden Ram Stadium on Friday night to see this improved Albert Gallatin team. See how we recover from this one, Mike.
All right, well, that's going to wrap it up. Thanks to everybody here at Mars. It's a final now. Mars beats Highlands 21-10. Dean, any final thoughts?
Well, Mike, got to strap it up, get ready for Albert Gallatin. More importantly, I'm on tour 2 weeks from now.
And we will be home the next 2 weeks, so we want to see you out there 7 o'clock for kickoff both nights. Well, thanks to Ricky Safford. Thanks to Mike Choma. Once again, that final score. Mars 21, Highlands 10. This is Mike Pavlik. So long.